let's do this right. Okay. Wow. Well, I I was lucky enough to get a new phone yesterday, and now I want to start with by saying this. Ever since 2007, okay, that's where the cell phone industry really became more of a upgrade, more advanced um, tech. You know, the cell phones from '82 to about, I would say, early 2000s, early mid 2000s and shit. So, BlackBerry started to bring out their phones, um, and stuff like that. I mean, when it comes to these devices, ever since 2007, when the iPhone came out, holy crap, we weren't ready for this. I don't think we were ready for this. But when you see the iPhone really just took off, and it made Google, which I'm gonna go on from here. They made phones over the years, okay, but not like they are now. They've had HTC, Motorola, BlackBerry, Alcatel, you name it. But 5 years ago, when they announced a Pixel phone, kind of sitting back and thinking, what's a Pixel phone? So Google announced they're coming out with the Pixel phone and what's going to have on it, in it, the kind of hardware, the software, the CPU, the processor, the you name it, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole barrel of what the fuck, But now virtual reality is being integrated in phones in a big way, in a very very big way, because Facebook's doing VR. They're getting into the whole VR shtick. And so the more I'm hearing about the VR, I think that there's something really interesting about the whole VR thing, which I know barely about. So I'm not tech savvy, but yesterday my son, he gave me a Pixel phone too. Pixel phone. This is the Google Pixel phone. This is the one with the Gorilla Glass and has the metal frame and has the plastic around the frame and it has that smooth backing. And all on YouTube, learning more about it, and I mean no SIM card holder at all. Just let me rephrase. There's no holder for the SD card, only the SIM. Because most phones I have can take the SIM as well as the SD card. And it has a Snapdragon processor, not too bad. I want to. It's like, dude, man. Performance test, the Geek. Um, Platform OS, Android 8.0 Oreo, upgrade to Android 11. Chip Qualcomm, MSM 8998, Snapdragon 835. CPU octa-core 4 by 2.35 gigahertz and 4 by 1.9 gigahertz. Cryo. GPU Adreno 540. Memory, no card slot. Internal 64 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte of RAM. 128 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte of RAM. UFS 2.1. Main camera. Holy crap, guys! Holy crap. Now, 10.2 megapixel, 27 millimeter wide, 1.4 dual pixel PDAF laser AF OIS, featured dual LED flash ADR panorama, self camera 8 megapixel, 27 millimeter, like, holy crap. And this phone. Sounds. Speaker, yes, with stereo speakers. 3.5 millimeter, nope, no jack. No jack for headphones. WLAN, WLAN, Wi-Fi 8.2.11, dual band, Wi-Fi direct DLNA hotspot, Bluetooth 5.0, HDP LE, HD, GPS, yes, A GPS, GLON, AS6, BDS, Galileo, NFC, yes, radio, no, infrared port, nope, USB, yes, USB Type-C 3.1. Feature, sensor, fingerprint, rear-mounted, accelerometer, gyro, proximity, compass, barometer. Holy crap, man. This is... But, when it comes to phones these days, we try to find the one that could give us that feel, that what we're looking for. I tell you what, I'll be honest, I'm like really blown away, really blown away. I think that it's really interesting because each generation of phones, based on company, like Google, Samsung, I would say Alcatel, HTC, Motorola, BlackBerry. We try to find that phone that has some very usefulness, and can really kind of put us in that moment, But I wouldn't say like that though. But it's more of a what the fuck moment, I mean, all of us, we've owned different phones from one time or another, and we're trying to find that one that really want us to really have that fun of finding something useful, that's good, has a great camera, great speed capacity, you know, all that good shit. But I would point it at where, I'll tell you what, 15 years, I'll tell you what, man, we've been blown away by every phone out there, on what it can do, its strengths, its weaknesses, capabilities. Like, holy shit, man, you know, like, what the fuck, you know? But I'll tell you what, man. Each of us individually had that one phone we really liked to use, and there's reasons why we use it, you know. And I mean, we got that same phone for years, and people would tell us, man, you need to get a new phone, dude. Man, you're like way behind, man. You know, you need something better, bro. I mean, that phone you got is like what, 12 years old, 10 years old. You gotta keep up with the times, man. You know. I give my son my SE, and that phone is 6, 7 years old. Right? So. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I have an iPhone SE, I have a Alcatel One Touch Fierce XL, I have BlackBerry Z10, Q10, I have the first black phone made by Silent Circle and Geeks Phone, that's over a decade old, and I went through all kinds of phones over the years, man. I even had a iPhone 5S, which I like very much because it had the thumb thing on it, you know. And we like that certain phone. some of us like Samsung, BlackBerry, Nokia, all that kind of stuff, you know, all the phones. But there's that one that we were drawn to, you know, like just literally blown away. Not by the way it looks, but how it works, how it runs, how fast it is, how good the camera is, the reaction of the usage of it, you know, how it really is great with people that really endured these phones, how useful they are. And I mean, you can't lie. I mean, you can't lie about it, because it's like, dude, there's things that we look at, you know, and like, man, it's like tablets or the watches, you know. I never owned a iPad, never had a Apple computer. Most of my computers were Windows and shit. Always use Windows. I spent years off and on trying to figure out what I want to use. I mean, what thing can I use that could last for a while, you know, even longer, you know. Like the phone I got. I mean, I got that yesterday, and it came out in 2017. That thing's 5 years old and shit, though. You know, it's a 4G LTE. You know. I think that when we stop and think, like, okay, well, this is going to be weird. Okay, it's going to be weird, man. But I reviewed phones like my HTC You Live in Life, my um, and even the LG G8X Thin Q. You know, it's also a Android 11 upgraded to 11. It was an Oreo like this one here, but it's upgraded to 11. Um, so I mean, just that. Um, I want to say that the phone's bad, but my son told me that there's a petition for LG to return making phones because I guess there's a big wish that they continue that they would come back to make phones again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like I like the new stuff, but I've man so much to even say. I mean, you look at every phone. Which one has better camera? Which one has the better RAM, better GPU, better CPU, and all that other shit? Better rear camera, better front camera, all that stuff. And I've been working with this thing, and love the camera. I think it's pretty cool, pretty good. I think it's pretty good, and I think it's not too bad, not too shabby at all. I think it's pretty good. I mean, you want to have that good camera working. Working pretty well, and but the Google Pixel 2. I'll be honest, man. This thing blows me away, man. Words cannot now one of many issues we all have, that's privacy issue, man. A huge privacy issue. And that's where the choices of apps that you could add on. Secure browsers, VPNs. I mean, we all have that one concern that we could use on our phones, no matter what phone it is. Find that one VPN, that one secure browser, that one, and it's insanely questionable, man. But we asked the question and we answered ourselves by working with the device we have, man, and which is a good good thing that they work with it. You get to know it from the inside out. You see how the camera works, and like, dude, no complaints. Just but I would agree with some of you guys. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. Um, we want that um, that working device, man, that could really be beneficial and be useful and really work. Really work. It's like a computer. You want a good working machine, a device, a good working computer. You want a good keyboard that works. You want a good screen that is clear and crisp. A good webcam that's completely clear and crisp and just like, dude. But you want to have all that. But some of us are not concerned about all the bells and whistles as long as the phone works, as long as the computer works, as long basically the technology works good, and we could be beneficial of the device, whether it's a computer, phone, or watch. Because the watches these days are like becoming the new smartphone. I think one of the big blunders that Google did was the Google Glass. I think that when you look at these different devices here, I would be more concerned about what can it offer me. What can I get that is very beneficial, very useful, very unique on capabilities, the usage. What can I benefit from my phone besides the whole barrel of of fun out of it. Can we get a fun out of it? Can we get a fun out of the Pixel? Even though it's 5 years old? Sure. Sure. I mean, one thing we want out of our phones is a good camera, a good running camera, a good CPU. Stuff that's useful, very useful. Stuff that we could use, stuff that we could enjoy, and I want to ask the question to the ones who are using, or still using, or did use the Pixel 2. What was the upside and downside of the usage? Let me rephrase. What was the upside and downside of the Google Pixel 2 that you guys had when you used the phone? What was the good and bad of the phone that you guys dealt with? And put it in the comment section. But again, I got it yesterday, and really, I love the phone, and just like really blowing me away, man. Like really blew me away. And but every phone has its flaws. Some phones have that best quality. Some have that really kind of in the middle quality, But some users would probably feel that, yeah, the phone's good. It's easy to manage. I mean, still clutching on the whole CPU thing. Is it good? I mean, but they came out with the Google Pixel 6, was not too bad. But I don't want anything hoity-toity, you know. Just something simple, very, very simple, you know. Not hoity-toity, just something very simple, very not complicated, you know. Just something that could be really useful and beneficial. That I could get my hands on, you know, and use it pretty well. So. Right, folks, this is good old Grimlock. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. And always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.